don't know.
Oh, this week in the arts. This is big news. Big news in the arts. 5 pieces were stolen from the Cadets Gallery and then returned promptly.
Oh, thank goodness. Nobody told me.
15 bugs were found hanging out around the outside piano of the Cadets Theater. They were on top of the piano playing their old buggy tunes, and oh boy, the cops were called, and 5 exterminators came. And after the bugs were found out to be guilty of having more than 6 legs, they were tried for being arachnids. This week in the arts, spidery. This week in the arts, coffee. Is it good for art or bad for art?
I think arguably it is good for art.
It's good for art. It allows artists to stay up 48, 72 hours.
I heard that coffee actually inhibits the serotonin in your brain.
Yes.
What?
Yeah, that's what Amanda told me.
Mm-hmm.
It inhibits
It's a lie.
the
It's a lie.
serotonin, makes you less happy.
You know how much coffee I drink? I'm a happy person.
Oh, what's my problem?
Stay tuned next week. Beer. Is it good for the arts?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, we didn't have to stay tuned for next week. We'll just
Okay.
ready to
Whiskey
go.
is a good, yes.
So, okay, so we're
Especially
here.
beer. Hi.
So this isn't David.
No, that's my brother.
You're not David?
Oh, your brother's name is David?
My brother's name is David.
But this is not our David Stoddard, Smurf King of Fergus Falls. Benjamin, tell us who you are and what you're doing here.
Benjamin the Juggler Clown
like a
Mime.
nice-
Tell us what it is that you do here.
Yeah. Well, now you just gave it away. He doesn't
Well,
need to
yeah.
say it now.
I mean, you said tell us who you are, and you already said he's Benjamin.
They're doing pretty good without me.
Let's let him speak. Let's let the clown speak.
Here, I'll sip some coffee and let him speak.
I asked if you wanted some. You
I know
did
you
not
did.
respond.
No,
Do you
My name is Benjamin Domask. I am here on the Hinge Arts residency as a resident clown juggler mime, circus and theater performer, music maker, and shoe wearer. Well, boot wearer today. That is what I do. That is who I am.
Where are you coming from?
Huh?
Where's home? Where do you live?
What's your address? Say it on TV.
He wandered into town juggling. We picked him up. It's an artsy thing to do.
It's kind of true. I am home free at the moment, though I did just sign a lease with my partner. That's fantastic.
Home free.
Her and I will be
What?
living down in St. Paul, Minnesota.
Oh, nice. What part of St. Paul?
The beautiful, historic Dayton Bluffs area.
Oh,
that isn't it?
delightful.
Shh, on a mime salary.
Yeah.
Cool.
You know how much, I had an old joke back in the day. How much does a juggler go for in the Twin Cities?
How much?
$20. It's not a joke, it's the
That's
truth.
real. Oh, wow.
I was waiting for more punchline.
So, Benjamin, do you have a workshop coming up on Saturday, May 5th?
Or do I?
Say at 1 o'clock.
Maybe from 1 to 3
No,
p.m.?
say at 1 o'clock.
At
At
1
1 o'clock?
Thank you.
Wait, who says it? Benjamin.
You both did, fine. So Benjamin, tell us about the upcoming workshop this Saturday above the Senior Center in the Bakken Building, 115 and a half West Lincoln Avenue, in the large dance studio above, I already said the Senior Center,
Yes.
that you'll be doing from 1 to 3
Yes.
this Saturday
Yes.
above the Senior Center.
He totally remembers it's happening. He's 100% prepared.
I'm so prepared. No, we get to do mime and character creation. So I'll be teaching a little bit about the history of mime, about the sort of technique that goes involved into it beyond the typical stereotypical stage illusions that we know about, and the more expressive parts of it. Very fun things, let me remind you. And then we'll dig into the character part, which is we will play games, and we'll explore our silliness, and really kind of step outside of our comfortable box of who we are as human beings.
How many of us are
sounds
old enough to
magical.
remember the LP, Marcel Marceau's Greatest Hits? How many of us remember Robin Williams spent much of his time in the park as a mime? How many of us don't even have a clue who Robin Williams is?
I know who he was.
Phew, okay.
Do you know David Bowie was a mime?
Was he really?
What? Interesting. I did
That
not know
explains
that.
a lot.
Yeah.
Ground
Oh,
control
cool.
of Major Tom. He was up in that spaceship doing this.
Oh. So, okay, so you've got your workshop this Saturday.
And on Monday, I'll be at the Vikings library system.
Oh, that's
doing
right.
some tween juggling.
So Monday, May 8th, 7th.
Hey,
No, it's the 7th.
Monday.
Tuesday's the 8th,
in
that's
May.
important.
The Monday that you see this, because it's only 1 week. So if you see this on Sunday, tomorrow. So would this be at the library?
Yes.
Are you going to be working with scarves to get them going to start with? Or
We
do
will
you-
have scarves, we'll have peacock feathers,
Ooh.
balls, rings, and clubs. All the traditionals.
Most of those you juggle with. The clubs are if you get out of hand.
Indeed,
Yes.
indeed.
Crowd control, somehow. It's
Yes.
got to do it.
So how long have you been doing this? Where did the passion come from? Tell
It's
us.
an interview. Great. So,
Well, you said you wanted it to be all about you, and I'm okay with that.
I did not say
I did not hear him say that.
He's putting words in his mouth. You
I
can't put
did
words
think-
in the mime's mouth.
Mm-mm.
He's looking for them.
What's the question?
Bobby
Nicole?
Sue should have crickets. That's when we do that. She should just do crickets.
That
And then we
actually
can tell-
kind of sounds like
we
it.
can
I
the
don't have enough
temperature,
spit
right?
in my mouth right now.
The question is, so that
Yeah,
sounds like a
pretty
couple
good.
of love doves.
That's pretty good. That sounds more like doves.
Yeah.
That was creepy.
That was like a DJ voice. Late night DJ. Michael.
Luther Vandross, Sears, doves. Yeah.
Oh my god, ew. Stop. Okay. Anyway, tell us more about the work.
What do you wanna know?
Wait,
What-
So,
You asked the
so
question.
when did you fall in love with this? What pushed you into the characterization, the mime, the
Oh,
juggling,
yeah.
the clowning?
Great. So I mean, there's two histories involved with this. The first one is when I was 4 years old, and my first magic trick sent me to the hospital. Or there was the rediscovery of the self, the final 2 years of college. Which one do you want to hear?
Oh, are you
hospital.
kidding? Yeah.
The hospital?
Yeah.
Okay, here's the story. So I'm the youngest, and my brother comes home one day,
Oh, you and half.
and he shows me a magic trick, and it blows my mind. He takes a coin,
Uh-huh.
he puts it in his mouth, and he pulls it out of his ear. Wow, amazing, right?
Yep.
Amazing.
And being the youngest child, I had this thought. I can do that.
If he can, why can't you? Yes.
But I can do it better.
Uh-oh.
So, I'm not just going to take a coin and pull it out my ear after putting it into my oral orifice. I'm going to change that coin into a piece of clay.
What?
Now, my 4-year-old brain, being how clever it was like, of course he had 2 coins. So, he put 1 coin in his ear. So, I put my clay in my ear, ready to transform the magical canal of transformation. And I run up to my brother with my pen, with my clay prepared. And I go, David, check it out! And I put the coin in my mouth and I go to grab the clay.
Uh-huh.
And he's like, what are you doing, idiot? Get away from me. And so I'm like, okay, scamper off. I'm like, why couldn't I get the clay out of my ear? It must have fallen out or something. Where's that piece of clay? Well, 3 months passed. And I'm sitting on my
What?
mother's lap.
What?
Well, my head is in my mother's lap, and I'm still 4, right? And she's doing what every good mother does, and is cleaning my ear. And she stops and says, Benjamin, what is this green stuff in your ear? And I have to fess up that it was. Well,
Melted
anyway,
penny and clay and
I,
anything else that he could do for the trick to put in his ear. Yeah.
I ended up at the ENT, and the doctor takes this little alligator clamp scissors and clips it onto the clay and pulls it out and says, well, that was almost fused to your eardrum.
What?
Yes.
That can happen?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So
I almost
don't
became
try this at
Gumby.
home.
No, do try it at home.
I loved Gumby.
You can't get in trouble for giving away how the trick works, can you?
That's my trick. I can give it
Okay,
away.
good.
Yeah, he's allowed to do that, I think. Wow, that's pretty good.
Okay, now tell us about college.
Yeah.
So yeah, in college, I was, everyone has like that one relationship in their life where you're just like, I probably shouldn't have been in that relationship for as long as I was in that relationship.
One little axe murderer.
Yeah, right? And so it was after that I was like, well, okay, what now? Who am I? where am I going? And I switched over to being a psychology major from the biochemistry molecular biology major that I was on. And because, every magic book has a chapter on magic. And so I was like, every magic book has a chapter on psychology.
But I was okay with it
Have
because
at
most
least
magic books have a chapter on magic too, so yeah.
We're just gonna roll with it.
Thank you. So
We're not going to correct him.
thank you for
It's
being,
his story.
thanks for having my back.
You got it.
So I was like, psychology seems logical because I like magic so much. And when I was learning magic tricks, when I was like actually learning them when I was 16, my dad also taught me how to juggle 3 balls. And psychology programs in college really like to promote going to graduate school. So they're like, be a teacher's assistant, be a research assistant, be involved in extracurricular things. And so my brain was like, I'll start a juggling club because I'm the best juggler in the world. I can do 3 balls in 3 clubs. Blah, 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 blah. Well, I did start a juggling club, and a really a good juggler, an actual real juggler, joined. And this was a person who could juggle 7 clubs. And I was like, I'm the president. I should probably be a good juggler. And so what I did...
Maybe you're just a good leader.
No.
Oh.
Now we're getting to the whole prison sentence thing. The club didn't work real well, so.
Oh no.
So I was juggler, right? I became dual-minded. I wanted to get better at juggling. I was bitten by this juggling bug. That was, I had been bitten by the magic bug. Now the juggling bug got in, and so, but I still had to do all my work for psychology. So I used juggling practice as a motivator. Once I finished my homework, I could go practice juggling, kind of a thing. And so I got really good at that. And I ended up in the fine arts building a lot.
Yes.
Because they had tall ceilings. That was really the only reason. I wasn't very artistic. But I made friends with the musicians and the actors, and some of the professors over there. Got invited to teach in the stage movement class for the theater department because of the juggling.
Oh.
And then I heard about the improv troupe. And the improv comedy troupe was like, oh, cool, I'll go see that. I like Whose Line Is It Anyway? And they were doing similar games there. And so after watching one of their performances, I was like, oh, they need me. Really, what it was internally was like, I really want to do that. And so I signed up, I auditioned, they let me in for some reason, and that started like a crisis of, I don't know what improv is, so now I've been bitten by the improv bug, so I'm studying all the books, watching all the things I can find, and from there I end up at the Renaissance Festival. I forego going to graduate school, and I am an awful performer at the Renaissance Festival, just piss poor, and not the magician piss poor either, who's an amazing performer. And so the rest of that first season at the festival was like, I have to make up for those awful performances that I did that first weekend. And I still feel like I'm trying to make up for those awful performances.
So at the Renaissance Festival, do you play in the mud?
I have played in the mud, yeah.
Yes. Which is where I know you from.
Really?
Yes.
How come?
Because I recognize your face.
Oh.
Yes.
There's a character that plays in the mud.
Okay.
I think her name is Mud.
Nope. This was a male.
Oh, okay. I wasn't primarily in the mud.
No.
So I think I know who you might be thinking of.
Not you.
No, I was up
Still
on
don't
stage sometimes.
Okay.
Otherwise, I was running around. I was in like a black outfit with zebra stripes on the inside, and I had a black hat on. And I was juggling a lot.
Okay.
But yeah.
Cool.
But I would stop and play with the mud people.
Right.
You have
I
to-
don't know what you guys
Because
are talking
why
about.
don't you?
Yeah.
You've never been to the Ren Fest?
We love it. Have you, Bobby? Good.
It's
She
my
doesn't
chance,
have to talk
try to get
on
this one out of
camera.
your brain. It's my chance once a year to put on my kilt and run around.
Oh, yeah. It's a good time.
It is.
Maybe I've seen you.
Hey, there's that guy in that kilt.
Yeah. Ah!
Back
Most of
again.
the children go running, so it's a good thing.
What is your tartan?
Johnstone. We can actually trace the family back.
Cool. Nice.
Yeah.
Very
Yep.
So I guess my falling in love with all this came from it's deeply rooted in me for some reason. I don't know why I loved magic growing up, but also it's.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, but
only a handful of folk go out and go, I want to do it.
it was a weird thing of like, I don't know why the word magic attracted my little brain so much. Like just hearing the word, and I was like, yeah.
Or for a while when he was for not hearing the word.
Right.
Exactly.
Is the stuff in your ear?
Yeah.
Oh. Sorry, Bobby Sue, is bound to happen.
No
at
more
some
coffee
point.
for you.
Wow.
Anyway.
Someday you'll have children and understand.
So yeah, so that was my love. It's I think it's innate, but also it comes from like when I learned magic when I was 16. It wasn't because it's time to learn magic. No, what happened was I was at a rummage sale and I found a magic book, and it was the Encyclopedia of Card Tricks, which is a big tome
wow.
of all the card tricks kind of collected that weren't like personal magicians. Like signature tricks, and I was reading it, and I got really frustrated because I couldn't understand it because the language that they were using was very cryptic, and it's like use a DF to put face down on the top of your double-backer deck, and I'm like, what do these words mean? And so that's what sparked this frustration of, if I love magic, why don't I understand this? And I spent the whole summer studying from the books in the library to get an actual foundation.
To understand the vocabulary, to be able to have that foundation.
Yes.
You have traveled all over the world. Favorites? Favorite spot?
I don't do favorites.
Okay. In that case, some of the more exciting stories from, say, overseas?
Yeah, so in, let's see here now.
You're not his favorite.
What?
You're not his favorite.
No. If I do favorites, it's Bobby Sue. Bobby Sue's the favorite.
Well, yeah.
There you go.
I think she's everybody's favorite.
Right?
In India, I was there with my clown brother, Timito, and we were in Bangalore, and, you know, we had just finished performing at the mall, and we became really good friends with the production crew at the mall, this Indian company that brought us in. And it was all staffed by like people our age, which was really neat. So we all got really chummy. and
Michael's age.
And Timito fell in love with one of them. And like maybe it was infatuation, I don't know. It was really peculiar. Anyways, we were sitting in our apartment that night. I was on my bed, he was on his bed, because we had to share a room. And I hear he's just texting away with this person. And all of a sudden he goes, Benji. So that's what they call me in India. They call me Benji. Benji! I'm like, what? We need to go. I'm like, go where? He's like, we have to meet her. I'm like, no, we can't go. It's 10:30 at night, Timito. We cannot go. It's in our contract. We can't do things like this. It's like, Benji, it's for love. Like, darn it, Timito. And so we make up this story like, we want to practice our independence. We would like to take a rickshaw to the mall. Do you know what a rickshaw is?
Oh, yes.
Okay, a rickshaw, for those who don't know, is a little motorbike that has like a carriage seat attached to the back, and it's fun. So he's like, let's just tell the boss that we want to go to the mall, like, see if we can do it. And we'll be back.
Yes.
Yeah, and so somehow he convinces the boss. And we're like, we'll be back at 11:30, which isn't true. It's not true at all. And so...
Especially since it's already 10:30.
It's already 10:30. And so we go downstairs, and me, who's been taught by my manager to be like responsible and like have safety and have contingency plans, I text our mama clown being like, we're not going to the mall, this is where we're going. If we die, that way you know where to pick up the body.
Come get the pieces.
Yes.
And so Timito's, we go to a rickshaw to try and hire it, and the guy's like, 500 rupees. And Timito's like, no, no, 100 rupees, because we're just going an hour across town. It doesn't cost 500 rupees. And the guy's like, no, 500 rupees. And Timito's like, no, 100 rupees. I'm like, Timito, we have to go, because I had sent this message to the Mama Clown. And he's like, no, it's fine, I'll talk him down. And I'm like, no, look, I just paid 500 rupees, and like, we gotta go. So an hour rickshaw ride across town, right?
Wow.
I have no idea where we're going. We're meeting this girl, this woman. Like, Timito's being a boy. I'm gonna call her a girl.
Okay.
Like, these boys and girls are just having this fling, right? And so,
This little international incident that's happening.
Yeah.
so we have the coordinates we're going to is this old hospital that's like well known in that area of town that we're going. So the rickshaw driver would know to go to that place. And so we get close to it and we pull up into this back alleyway. It's like we had just been on the busiest streets of India at 11:30 now at night, and all these things, and then all the noise disappears. We're in this back alley. There's no owls. There's some dogs, and there's some cows over here chewing on trash.
Cows?
Yeah, I knew
Oh,
you had
yeah,
cows.
yeah.
Yes. Sacred cows, right?
They can go anywhere and do anything they want.
Yeah.
And like it's pitch black. You can see the hospital. We're behind the hospital. And there's like this porch, this like back porch area with like one flickering light. And there's like people sleeping under it. And I'm just like, we're gonna die. And Timito's like, no, this is where we're gonna be. And the guy stops. And he's like, okay, out. I'm like, no, you take us to the front, please. And he's like, this is the front. I'm like, this is not the front. Take us to the front, please. And so he takes us to the front, thankfully subverting our death scene. And we see the woman.
What a twist that would be if he was actually a ghost.
The ghost who played piano earlier.
Yes.
I knew it.
And so he lets us off in front, and he drives away. And now we're just like,
It's midnight.
Yeah,
Here
it's
it is.
been an hour.
yeah.
An hour out of where you are feeling safe.
Yep.
There's a young lass up on the veranda,
Yeah.
waiting for you.
How'd she get up there?
You are she floated there.
No.
You are frightened to death.
Yes.
He's in love,
Mm-hmm.
and
We see her across the street. And she comes and picks us up. We walk over to a bar that closes like 10 minutes later. So we walk and we find an ice cream store, and I get some ice cream in India. It was delicious, wonderful chocolate ice cream.
Ooh.
I
You
just-
can come in if you want
come
to.
on, it's okay.
It's all right. Come on in.
Yes.
It's beautiful work. You need to see it.
Yeah, come check it out.
It's
Beautiful work.
We're here to check you out.
Good.
Yes.
Let me know if you have any questions.
Okay.
So, we have a wonderful night, hang out, have some drinks and talk and learn about like the 20-year-old culture that's in India and how it's like, and just learn about like, connect.
Best to meet with people and understanding what it is they do.
And so, anyways, it's like 1:30 in the morning now.
man.
You know, you
And
still
I'm like,
have an hour
Timmy,
back.
we have to go. And he's like, yes, I know. So we get an Uber called for us. This is my first Uber ride was in India.
Okay.
And we hop in.
Rickshaw there.
Yep, and
Uber back. Okay.
Super.
A 10-minute drive.
Basic. It didn't feel that long. It was like half an hour because all the traffic had gone away.
Oh, okay.
And this is a little side story. Our Uber driver pulls over to the side. I'm like, I thought the night was over. And he turns around and he looks at us and he goes, and we're like, what? What's that mean? And he hops out of the car and he walks up to one of the walls and starts peeing. Apparently this means I have to go to the bathroom in India. I'm like, all right, it's a nice capper to this crazy night. It's all over. Forgetting what's waiting for us back at our apartment. We walk into the apartment. There's our boss. Our boss is like 300-pound Indian guy. And he's there with his wife, who's also the producer, and their
Waiting
assistants.
for you.
And we walk in, and first of all, the assistant is sitting there. He's like, like, he looks ashamed and guilty for us. The boss is sitting there. Well, more like this. He's got his hands rested on his stomach.
Right, because he's
Yeah,
300 pounds.
like that.
And his wife, Roshni, was just like, "Are you safe?" Yes, we're safe. I would go to bed. Okay. And so we walk in, and I'm just like, "Timmy Toe," and he's like, "It's fine. Like, I'll go handle it." And he goes out, and I just hear, "Rah rah 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 rah, rah 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 rah." And Timmy Toe gets the high ground and is like, "You have to respect us. We are responsible adults. We can do this kind of a thing."
Thank you for coming
Thank
in.
you.
Ciao.
And she told me she was 14.
No.
You too. Oh no, that's a terrible twist to the story.
No.
They're wonderful,
no,
wonderful
no.
people. And so Timmy Toe comes back and is like, "It's fine." I'm just like,
Oh, good. Go to bed.
And so that was one of the more interesting stories of my travels in India.
One of his top, but not a favorite.
No,
right?
no. We can't tell the stories all day.
Okay. Wait, okay, before we get into more stories, because we can tell stories all day. Bobby Sue just doesn't have to film it. But tomorrow, Benjamin's workshops.
May 5th.
Here at the May 5th, yes. Here at the Cadets, we have 2 events going on.
Yeah.
The first one is sponsored by the Year of Play, which is through Springboard for the Arts.
Hashtag Year
Which
of
is
Play.
an awesome year of just like sweet stuff happening. We have artist Michael Weatherly is going to be doing urban printmaking
Oh, yes.
down on Lincoln
Yeah.
Avenue here in Fergus Falls.
Come to
He's-
face your t-shirts.
Yeah, you can bring a t-shirt. He's got a few t-shirts, tote bags, whatever. Anything you can print on, you can bring, and he will roll over it with a steamroller on the street.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be awesome.
gonna be cool.
That's from 10 to noon, and then he has the final installment of his printmaking workshop happening in the afternoon from 1 to 4 p.m. here at the Cadets. So if you were at the first one last weekend, this is the final one. You will do your carving in the wood, make your prints, and that'll be that. So
Right back to there's nothing to do
Yeah.
in this town. So you have yours, the printmaking, the how soon I forget the other thing you just said.
they're both
They're
printmaking.
both making.
Printmaking.
Printmaking.
Tons of baby prints.
They're beautiful. You're doing your workshop. We have Just for Kicks across the street. We have we have
Performing with the
Fergus Falls, Underwood, and what's the church up from us? The school.
No.
No.
What? The school?
Yeah.
The one that
The
went down
Presbyterian?
No, the one that all the kids.
Morning Sun. No.
Just up the road from your mom. And mine.
Oh, Hillcrest.
Yes!
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Hillcrest.
Wow, Hillcrest. Okay.
Hillcrest, Fergus Falls, and Underwood all have their proms tomorrow.
fun.
Prom?
Yes.
I thought they weren't allowed to dance.
They don't.
It's like Footloose.
But it doesn't mean they can't have
Prom.
a prom.
Oh.
So yes, all
I
three
guess
groups are
prom
having the
is
proms
just
tomorrow.
prom
Be
night.
safe, have
Prom
fun.
night.
Do know that if you're going to be out looking to get something to eat tomorrow night, that almost everything is going to be packed. Be safe at the after parties. There are going to be wonderful lock-ins happening all over Fergus Falls. Underwood is going to the Y. So
Why?
Why not? And so that's just tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
And then
gosh.
Sunday's recovery.
Oh, Right.
But Sunday, they're also, the high school is moving into a Center for the Arts. Next week, they're going to be doing Leading Ladies, which is an absolutely hysterical theater
I
piece.
gotta get my tickets.
Yes.
When is it played?
It is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday afternoon.
Next week?
Next week, yes.
Where?
At the
At the Center for the
center.
Arts.
Can I come?
Let me think, yes.
Do you want to sit together?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Can I get a comp ticket?
I'll talk to Allie because it's not our show. They're renting our facilities.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. If not, I know a place that we can hide upstairs.
Great.
Yeah.
That'd be lovely. Or I can be an usher.
Then
be
you
an
can
usher.
like throw stuff down at me while I'm sitting down there.
We can. I'll
That's
get
my
popcorn,
plan. That's
right?
my plan.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
So if anyone has any anvils they've been thinking about getting rid of, we need a couple things to toss down at Clara. So that's just this weekend.
Oh my gosh.
And the following
That's
week.
crazy town.
Really
It
is.
is. You have more too.
We have more stuff.
This week in the odds.
They're doing everything.
Okay. So maybe at some point Bobby Sue will do like a quick little like of all the stuff
She's done
we've
that
got up.
twice.
What?
Yeah.
Nuh-uh. She's been
Well, no,
standing
this
there the whole time.
this is TV for Wrap It Up.
Oh.
You just gave her the Wrap It Up signal and
Oh,
said,
I've been seeing this. I've been seeing this.
let's
That's all I've
stretch it,
been seeing.
stretch it, stretch
That's
it.
also
out.
how you end a ski run on the lake, is you go, I'm done. Anyway,
It's also how you say, I'm having a great time. Woo!
okay.
Cyclone! It tastes like wind.
That was ridiculous. Okay, Mother's Day Showcase is next weekend.
What? Why?
Like on
May
Mother's Day?
12th. Is that Mother's Day?
No.
It's before Mother's Day.
It's the
I don't
13th is
know.
Mother's Day.
Yeah, so this is the day
What
before.
a good child.
We are having artists in town who are mothers and their offspring are putting up art in Studio K. We're gonna have mimosas and muffins. It's free. You can come in, you can check out this intergenerational art show. You
How
can
cool.
ask them questions. You can see what the moms are doing and then what their kids are doing. We're gonna have Cindy McDougal and Molly McDougal are part of it.
The McDougal's are here?
McDougals are here.
They are. Naomi.
Naomi and her daughter Zara have work.
Because
They've got-
Zara's so cool.
Zara already has like an artist resume. It's amazing. So they've done a joint piece and then they each have separate pieces that will be up. Eric Sandwire and his mother Sharon are putting some work up. We've just tons of people. Holly Gunvaldson and her mom Diane. It's gonna be
cool.
awesome. So that's next
Great way to
weekend
celebrate.
from 2 to 4 p.m.
May
I
12th,
can
2 to 4.
Read.
We got it.
So that, and then our Art at Home fundraiser is May 18th. Would you like to
Oh,
hold
now
it?
that one you have to get tickets for really fast.
You have to
because-
get tickets for
yes.
that. Mhm.
Why?
Well, because it's our fundraiser and it sells out because it's super awesome and fun.
What do you do?
You go to
You-
people's homes
Yeah, tour
and
their
to look at
houses.
their art.
And then you get creative food and drink pairings.
So it's like
you-
an art crawl.
Yes.
Yeah.
And people in this town really want to see what other folks' houses look like.
Ah, yes.
Where does the dust start?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Where are the dead bodies?
Well, with all that being said, we want to get serious for a second.
We do?
All right.
I
There we go.
didn't do it. I couldn't do it. Okay.
Buzzkill.
I know. What
You
else?
also have drawing classes.
Oh my gosh, yeah, drawing classes. Thank you, Michael. Check this out. It's an 8-week workshop. We do still have some spots open. It is getting close to being filled, but we will still take some students. It's a class from Scott Gunvaldson, who is so talented. He's so excited. What is happening? Why are you making those noises?
Because that's what always happens when it's the flash. You got to do this now.
Do it now. Call it now.
Don't-
Space is limited.
Don't call us. Just go to the website. It's 2018. God, it's
What? When did that happen? It's not even that dark out yet. What are we
I don't
moved to?
like answering the phone. Don't call us.
She has a phobia.
No, I just don't like it. I have all my phobias are different things. Sharks, snakes.
Which
There's
can be
more
the same
stuff.
thing during a Sharknado.
There is a snake shark that was discovered. It's like an ancient creature,
So your worst nightmare come true.
essentially.
Yes.
So anyway, yeah, you can sign up for the drawing workshop. We've got so much stuff happening.
Now, we also have auditions for Peter Pan and for Music Man happening on May 19th.
Wow.
We're going to encourage everybody to not get on the phone, but go online and register at the center's website, www.fergusarts.org. Just punch the little, I want to sign up for an audition time. Those are going quickly. Do remember that with our new online ticketing system, tickets for both the children's show and Music Man are already on sale.
What?
Yes, not only
Oh my
that,
gosh.
but we have one show already sold out for the Music Man. So make sure you
Are
get
you
your
kidding me?
I am not. Would I? No.
There
No.
are no jokes on this show ever, so that's how we know
We
that
are
this is real.
Nothing funny ever on this show, unless we
Well,
talk
women aren't
sports.
funny. I think I said that last night. Women are not funny, so
That did not come from me. Remember that.
it's a well-known fact.
So auditions.
There were bells
on the
on a hill.
Though I never heard them ringing.
Funny story. I cannot
Oh,
say
not yet.
I cannot say the NG diphthong ing until I was 22.
What?
And in college, in my vocal voice class, I requested my final singing song to be
Bells on the Hill.
Till There Was You.
Till There Was You.
And I was in the practice room with a classmate, and I was singing, There Were Bells on a Hill, but I never heard them ringing. I think I said it like that, ringing. She said, no, ringing. I said, no, ringing. And so I had to go up to the professor, it's like, I can't say this word. And so he helped me learn how to say ring, and long, and sing. I was
Weird.
22 before I learned that.
I touched your hair, I'm sorry.
Oh, did you mess it up?
No.
Well, it doesn't
Oh,
matter.
heavens, no.
It's never going
I
to
would
look
never
right.
mess it up. Take a look at the website for, let's see, Park Region Telephone, because all of the movies in the park are up.
First one is The Smurfs.
And that
Just
week,
gonna remind everybody of that.
there is no concerts in the park because that's also Fergus Falls School of Dance and Summerfest.
Oh my gosh.
So,
Wait, we're all going to Milwaukee for Summerfest?
yes.
Yeah, surprise.
You know, you could go to
Hometown.
Milwaukee for their Summerfest, or you could come to Fergus Falls for the most incredible Summerfest ever.
Wow.
There are going to be some bomb t-shirts. I know because I get to pick them. So we've gotten some.
Oh yeah, there's a contest, right?
Yeah.
Can I apply?
Everything
Sure.
about it is a contest.
Everything's a contest.
Where do I sign up?
You
There
can
is no
just
sign-up
email it
sheet.
to me.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
You
Thanks for
can
signing.
see, she always wins because she never tells anybody how to get in.
I didn't make it.
There's been one T-shirt entered, it's mine, and I win.
Yeah. Technically, submissions are closed, but
She'll take
I'll
yours.
take it. I don't care. Yeah, you can just send it to my email address, which I will say after the camera's off. Don't call me. Do you have a website?
I do have a website.
What's your website?
BenjaminDomask.com.
Cool.
But go there and tell me what you
People
think.
can Google you too, right?
I
yeah.
love checking
Yes.
out websites and giving people
Yes,
feedback.
yes, yes.
We all hate mine.
Let's
Oh,
see.
good.
Yeah.
That's my favorite thing, actually.
Concerts in the park coming up that week after.
Yeah.
We start all of our Thursday evenings again for the summer, and 2 of them will be downtown this year. So during Shop, Drop, and Roll on July 12th, we'll be outside.
Is that fire when you're shopping?
Shop.
Okay, all
Sorry,
right.
It's
Do that
really,
until you burn up to a
It's
crisp
really
to
not
buy all you
called
need.
Shop, Drop, and Roll, but that's what we call it.
because it's kind of catchy.
What is it?
Shop, move, and groove.
Yeah.
Well, that's much nicer.
You can move, you can groove, or you can shop, drop, and roll.
Which is what I will be doing.
Because there's ninjas shopping everywhere.
We should get a band of kids and dress them up as ninjas and have them just run around downtown and like
Shop, drop, and roll.
do things. Yeah, but like have them play little pranks on people, or I don't
That's
know.
my
I don't know
job.
where I'm going.
You should. There
Wanna
are going to
teach-
be, as a part of that committee, there's going to be some really new, fun, and interesting things. I'm probably a little early telling all the people who watch this down at the muffler shop, but
Don't turn it off. You probably
there are
can't.
going to be prizes this year for people. Oh, listen, it's the sound of the piano. Prizes this year for people who actually do shop. The Chamber of Commerce is going to have a booth, and if you buy something, you can bring the receipts down, and there's going to be wonderful
You
prizes.
get entered to win.
Yes.
Prize.
Details to follow.
Or not.
Entertainment will be happening from 11 o'clock on. The Fancy and the Functional will be playing at 6:30 that evening and running through the evening. We've been told that Bobby Sue is going to be down by City Hall that night.
Playing music?
Playing the movie.
Playing a
Oh, the
movie.
movie.
The
And
Smurfs.
there will be restrooms there this year.
Fantastic. Oh, better get that.
Is that your doctor? Is that your boyfriend? Is that your dog?
Guys, she left the camera here.
Okay, that's it for this week in the arts. Oh, we can't do that now. She's gone.
No, I say we just do that. That's it for this week in the arts. That went well. That was a good one.
That was really good. Yeah. So now, what's your email address?
Yeah.
Oh.
No.
You won't be able to spell my name anyways.
We also
Or Caddis, honestly.
tickets are on sale right now too for our subscription series for next
We
year.
are still going.
Yes, we are. As well as the September fundraiser with the
Oh, she's back.
those wonderful
We didn't say anything about you.
So September 22nd, huge fundraiser, Deuces Wild, the incredibly funny dueling piano guys. It'll be great fun. Tickets are on sale now.
I went like this.
I went like this. Because that's my
And
gang.
then
Hey, want to learn something I learned in India?
Yeah.
Okay, it's really fun. So you put your pinkies together. Do it with me. Then you cross your ring fingers like thus.
Mm-hmm.
You take your thumbs and you hold your ring fingers down.
Okay.
But make sure it's like this. So like,
Oh,
yeah. Oh, you've got tech hands. Okay. So now you're here. Then you put your middle fingers
it's not
together.
a good thing I'm not a gynecologist.
Oh, jeez.
Then you
Yes.
put your middle fingers together, and you put your pointers on the outside of your middle fingers.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Pointer fingers on the outside.
Oh,
And then you slide those pointer fingers down, and make sure it's nice and flat. And you get this cool hand shape. I learned this from a woman in India. Yeah. And I think I was doing hand games. I think I did something like this with the kids.
and she did this back at you?
And this lady came up and said, "Oh, do you know this one?" And she did this cool, funky design. So I've gotten this little gift from India with me.
Cool.
Yeah. I think I was doing that too.
Yeah.
And you could. Or you pick your nose covertly.
Where,
Whoa. Okay.
Or.
it broke!
Oh no.
Okay. I've got two.
You'll never juggle with that thumb again.
Is that it? Is that it for the week in Ox?
I think we better call it a day.
I think we should.
Should we sing our song?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Start us off.
And a 1, and a 2, and a take it away.
This week in the arts is over.
This
Thanks
week
for
in the arts
tuning
is
in.
over.
Bobby
Thanks
Sue's
for
gonna shut the
turning
camera
in.
off. It's
Bobby
off.
Sue's
It's off.
gonna
It's
shut
off.
it
It's
off.
off. It's
It
off.
off.
Bobby
It
Sue.
off.